Welcome to Hannity Tonight. If you are over the mass hysteria, if you're over politicizing and weaponizing of the coronavirus, you are not alone.
Very, very nervous about coronavirus. Very, very nervous about being in a country where the president of the United States says that it's a fraud, that it's a fake, that it's made up by the news media and the Democrats.
When Trump was still saying that it was a hoax put out by MSNBC and the media or the Democrats or whatever.
We're going to call out anyone and everyone who's using this virus as a political weapon against the president.
So I'm not surprised to see that Democrats are more likely to approve of the media's handling of the coronavirus outbreak compared to Republicans, and that independents are even more skeptical. They're naturally more inclined to dislike institutions, perhaps be a little less trusting of the media. Makes sense. But what was really interesting to me was that people actually approved more of the media's coverage of the coronavirus than they approved of Donald Trump's handling of it. And that's because if you look at the way people react to how Donald Trump is handling things, they're driven very heavily by partisanship. And so if you approve of Donald Trump, then you're probably going to approve of the way that he's handling most of the issues that he's covering. And the thing about the media is that a president who has decided that he's going to be at war with the media, you would expect that you might have worse numbers there because both Democrats and Republicans dislike the media. So not only do you have a Republican base fired up by a president who might be consolidated and say, yes, I dislike the media, but also there's a lot of folks in there who are in the Democratic Party who are independents, perhaps who also are distrustful of the media.
Well, when you look at people's perceptions about whether or not the media is handling the coronavirus outbreak appropriately, yes, there are partisan differences here, but one thing that actually struck me was looking at young people on this question. Young people, as of the time that this poll was taken, overwhelmingly disapproved of the media's handling of the coronavirus outbreak. And that's something that we see similarly in our Axios Ipsos coronavirus tracker, where young people, specifically those under 30, show a greater distrust in a variety of media outlets, including cable news, national newspapers, network TV, pretty much across the board. The one or two organizations that young people do seem to trust are the World Health Organization and the CDC. So what that tells me, both with polling that The Hill has released and our Axios Ipsos polling, is that young people are first and foremost very concerned about the outbreak, but also they want to hear directly from the experts. And just to kind of give this a little bit more context, one other data point that I think is interesting is if you look in the Axios Ipsos poll, young people are also more likely to say that their mental health has worsened in the last week. So young people, signs that they might be taking it a little bit more seriously, and they might be a little bit more affected by it right now.